thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back-to-back carries here. And he pushes it forward, but will only reach the 23. 2 yards on the run, but a tough spot upcoming. We've got 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To throw it on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
That's caught in stride by McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And his first pass falls incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Back to the well again. And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. They'll run here on 1st down. And he could only get a low yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's a design boot. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Has the first and more inside the 45. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And that last impressive touchdown drive, now they'll have to see if they can repeat that. They're backed up again to start this one. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Completed over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. So now here's 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. That's caught for the first. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. On 2nd and 12 now. That's McCaffrey working the sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys break the tie here in the first. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? He sent it through. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts from the goal line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They go play action here. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. Now we are getting a challenge. Mike McCarthy wants to take another look at that last play. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's tackled for a short gain. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at third and very long. Caught, nice gain left side. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Has this at the 6. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Only took them one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Throwing now on first down. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They're now set for 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sends it through. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts from the goal line. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they face 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 42. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll run here from the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This return starts at the 5. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, they'll run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running it now out of the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys pushing for a score before the break. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Out their punting unit. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. It's fielded at the 14. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Cut out left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Up to the line, and they're set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Late. Side and gets it. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Still sticking with the passing game. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it again. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Throwing now off play action. It is caught left side. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing it again here. Buys time, rolling right. Completed to his running back. It's down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that him after a solid gain. We have reached halftime. Already a full game's worth of excitement in just 2 quarters. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Lions who come in and get the road victory. Marquise Goodwin, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Rashad Green, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Giants offense with the football. They'll get it first in this second half. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on first. This ball is caught by McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw here on first down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 43-yard line.
Trying again, following the set. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And this one doesn't go far. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Plowing up the middle. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 38. Pocket is gonna drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. They go play action here. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Their punter making his way out now. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 45-yard line.
Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks, nice work by the defense there, sets him up with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking for a throw here. Completed over the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Here's the handoff. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. All set up now for 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Chased out to his right. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys need only one to take the lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. That one's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 1st down, ball at the 36. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Cowboys have it with a lead, but the win's not secure just yet. Third down, 1 yard to go. They're throwing it. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw now. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Option design here. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. The Cowboys is all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And this one does not go far. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that hit.
And that's a New York touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returnable from the 2. Not a good return. They bring him down just beyond the 10. The Cowboys about set to take over. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking to the air here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, you know this better than most, Brock. Screens normally leave some rushers to come free, but still, it's not often you get roughing the passer on one.
No, it isn't, but I think of Tom Brady. To me, not only the greatest QB sneaker in the game, but he was one of the great screen masters, too. He understood how to sell a screen, draw those defenders to him, and like the QB did right there, sometimes they'll even tee off and you get the penalty.
A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Short side option here. He's running left. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Giants offense all set to get started. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll try and throw it here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Pass play coming here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hits him on the out route. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing now, off play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing it again here. Finds him over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to fight.
And in, touchdown, New York! So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They put a receiver in motion here left. Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys nearing their 6th win this season. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
8. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
brings up 3rd and 7.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.